Let's do page 4. So for page 4, let's begin with number 15. One thing I noticed on page 3 was when I got to the bottom, some of the problems were cut off. So hopefully you listened very well so that you can continue to write, because I did say the explanations and I did say the answer. So make sure you wrote that down. If you are unable to get all that, go ahead and come to me if you need to, and I can give it to you. For number 4, page 4, number 15, a taxi ride cost $32. The driver charged $8 plus 40 cents per 0.5 miles traveled. How far did the taxi travel on a trip? Show your work below on this trip. Alright, so let's write our equation. The taxi ride cost $32. So the 32 is going to be right here. It cost $32. And then the driver charged $8 plus, so $8 would be our flat fee, 40 cents, so 0.40 per 0.5 miles. That's our rate of change. So that's where we're going to put our variable x. Now we have to solve for x. So we subtract 8 from both sides of our equation, and we get 24 is equal to 0.40 divided by 0.5 x. Now if you want to go ahead and do your division, 0.40 divided by 0.5 is 0.8. So now we have 24 is equal to 0.8x. We divide both sides of our equation by 0.8 because we're solving for x. And what we get is 30, which means the trip traveled was 30 miles. The taxi went 30 miles. Now let's look at number 16. David compares the sizes and cost of photo books offered at an online store. The table below shows the cost for each size photo book. You have 7 by 9, 8 by 11, and 12 by 12. Let's fill in this 12. I love the table. The table really lays it out for you nicely because it tells you, look at your column headings. You see the base price for each book. Do you think your base price should be represented by your slope or your y-intercept? Yes, your base price is your flat fee, so that should be your y-intercept. So for the 7 by 9, the cost, C of x, is equal to the base price, which is $20, plus the cost per page. Yes, cost for each page is $1 times the number of pages. But whenever you have a 1 like that, you generally just put x. So C of x is equal to 20 plus x. And you use the same reasoning for your 8 by 11. C of x is equal to, well, the base cost is 25 plus 1 times x, so it's x. We look at the 12 by 12, our cost is equal to, our base price is 45, so it's gotten a lot steeper, plus each page costs $1.50. So you could just put 1.5x here. Quite often when it's $1.50 times x, you can put 1.5x. So those are your answers to A. And letter B says, what's the cost of a 12 by 12 inch book with 28 pages? So you have to think which variable represents the number of pages. X represents the number of pages. So what you need to do is substitute in your value of 28 for x. So cost of C of 28 is equal to 45 plus $1.50 times 28. So we have 28 pages. When you actually compute, you'll end up with $87. So that means that the answer to this problem was the cost of a 12 by 12 inch book with 28 pages. It's going to cost you $87. That's what goes on your line. Let's move on to letter C. It's up here. We want to know how many pages are in an 8 by 11 inch book that cost $49. So we can substitute. $49 is our cost, and we want to know about how many pages are in. Look at the book size, and it says, well, let's see, it says 8 by 11. So I go to my 8 by 11 inch and I find this formula. That's how you know what formula to use up here. Now we just subtract 25 from both sides of our equation. And we get our x. And so the answer to this question is 24 pages. So let us see how many pages are in the 8 by 11 inch book that costs $40. Your answer is going to be 24 pages. So you might not be able to see the end of that word, but it was 24 pages. Let's go ahead and erase some of this. We'll do that, and then we'll do number 17. Number 17. The attendance on the first day, and I have to look at this very good because my eyes, of the fair is 400 people. Okay, the attendance on the fourth day is 790, assuming that the attendance will increase linearly, so we can use that equation of a line. Assuming it will increase linearly each day, how many people will attend the fair on the 7th day? So we've done quite a few problems where we can, I'm going to move 17 over here to give us some more space, where we've used tables, and we can do the same thing here. And we can say on the first day, they said there were 400 people. So this is the day, and this is our number of people. And then they gave us the fourth day, we had 790 people. So think about what you would do with that. What would you do with that? Yes, you could definitely put that in your calculator, the same way we've done all the others. And so you would hit Stat, Edit, and then you would go to L1, L2, put 1, 4, and then 400, 790. Then you can hit Stat Calc. And what number are we looking at? Right, number 4, linear regression. And so you can put that in, go ahead to that, and then after you get your y equals ax plus b, and we're given our a and our b, let's see what I got when I did it. So I have a is equal to 130, and b is equal to 270. So I write my equation, y is equal to 130x plus 270. And the question is, how many people will attend the fair on the 7th day? So what I want to do is I want to put this equation in my y equals. So you're going to go to y equals and put the equation 130x plus 270 okay, and then after you do that, you hit second graph because you want to go to the table. What are you looking for in your table? Right, you want to find out, so we have 1 and 400, and we're going to have all our other numbers. We're going down, we're going to have 2, 3, 4. And we want to go all the way down to 7. And on day 7, we want to know what we have right here. So when we do that, we find out that on day 7, we have 1,180 people, or 1,180 people. Because when x is 7, y is 1,180. So the answer to number 17 is 1,180 people. So if you have any questions on your test review on pages 1 through 4, please let me know. This is a great study guide for your test. Study it. If you understand everything on here, you should do very well on your test.